Being able to cite evidence is such an important skill that you are going to use the rest of your life, whether it's in school or college or applying for a job or in your job or just in your everyday life if you're trying to prove a point and you need evidence to back up what you're trying to prove. As a refresher, there are a few things that you must have to correctly cite evidence. You need to have a sentence starter. This tells your reader that you are copying from somewhere else and it's not going to be your own words. Here are 4 sample sentence starters. According to the text, according to the author, the author states, the text says, and then you can do variations of that. The author says, the text states. If you can memorize 3 or all 4 of these, you will be set to have sentence starters in your writing. Then, after your sentence starter, you need to include a comma. That's just a grammatical thing that you should be doing. And then you are going to copy word for word from a piece of text. Do not change any words. Do not add any words. If you're adding words before the quote or after the quote, that's fine. Just make sure that they're outside of the quotation marks. So you'll copy your evidence word for word and put a quotation mark right before you start copying and put a quotation mark to show that you're done copying. Your ending period goes inside the quotation mark. Today, you're going to be doing an activity called 2 Truths and a Lie, but it's going to have a text evidence twist. You will read a piece of text from Because of Mr. Terupt, and you are going to show that you can accurately cite evidence by picking 3 parts of the text to cite. However, 2 of the pieces that you use will be 100% accurate copied word for word. 1 of the pieces you should change the words or make it so it's not exactly as it's written in the text. And then your classmates are going to try to figure out which ones are correct and which one is the one that you didn't copy correctly. So I'm going to show you an example of this. I'm actually going to start with my piece of evidence that I'm going to cite that's going to be incorrect. And I am going to just take this sentence right here. Next, we put the plants on their side to see how they would grow. Now, I am going to set it up correctly according to the text. So there's my sentence starter, my comma, my quotation mark to show I'm going to start copying. Next, we put the plants, and here's where I'm going to change it, upside down to see how they would grow. Then I'm going to put my period and my ending quotation mark. So that's a sample of my lie. I copy, it looks like it's written correctly, but I changed something in my quote that's not exactly as it's written. Now let me show you an example of a truth. I'm going to start with my sentence starter. The author states, and this time I am just going to copy something from the text. Mr. T let us feed our plant any concoction we wanted to over the course of a week. End period and my ending quotation mark. Now you do need to be careful when you're typing these that you are also accurately using capital letters and punctuation and spelling, or else your classmate might think that you intentionally changed something to make it your lie statement. So this word concoction was really hard for me because that's not one I'm good at spelling. So I was going to wait to see if it was going to spell check for me, and it looks like I copied it correctly, but I could double check that. All right, I'm going to do one more sample. I'm going to start this time with the text says, and I am going to write this sentence right here. Mine was the best, though. And period and quotation mark. So you can put your sentences in any order. You just want to remember that 2 of them should have text copied exactly as it is in the story, and 1 of them should have a piece of text that has been copied, but you've changed something in it. So in my example, this one is my lie because the text, I changed the upside down part, and these 2 are true because I copied my text exactly as it's written. You also could do truth, lie, truth, or truth, truth, lie. So you can put them however you want, and then your classmates are going to look at your samples and see which 2 are the ones that are written correctly and have your text cited correctly, and which one looks like it's written correctly but has something that's slightly off in what you copied. Have fun!